We're back here in the Dignity Health studio. It's prediction time for Week 5. We talked a lot about Bakersfield and Ridgeview. We're going to get to that one last and talk about our predictions for that game. Got about 12 minutes, so let's get rolling. Lewis, are you with us out there? Have you fallen asleep?
I'm back now.
All right.
Yeah.
Wake up.
I'm looking at this Gola video right now. I just want to check it out.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good stuff from Mark Tennis, I thought.
I wanted to see who photobombed Gola.
We think it might have been Ronnie Stapp,
I think you might be right.
son of esteemed Californian copy editor Ron Stapp, and also the best basketball player in the class of 2017, 18. What? Good
I cannot
Lord.
believe
2018. Yeah.
I want to know how
Wait a minute.
how
Here,
high
wait.
the
Wait, look
the
at
door
this. Look at
frames
this.
are
Look at this.
in
Look
that
at this.
house.
Look at this.
Are we going to watch
Hold
the
on.
Gola video?
Yep, that's him.
That's totally Ronnie Stapp.
Yep,
Ronnie!
that's Ronnie.
All right.
Wait a minute. Let me back it up because he's got some.
He looks like he has a little bit of Brian Burrell to him, doesn't he? in
No,
that
he
look?
looks exactly like his dad. That's what he does. He looks
Okay,
exact-
we got
stuff
we're
to do,
wasting some
Lewis.
time
Yeah,
here.
come on.
Wait a minute. I want to look at this.
No,
for a
we've
second.
got 9 minutes, 12 minutes. We got to go.
This is ridiculous.
Wasco and Exeter.
By the way,
A
you
big
know Paul
game that we're
Gola's
gonna
done
start.
interviews before when he doesn't even flinch when somebody walks right behind him.
That's a
like
good. Put that on Instagram, Trevor.
Come on, man.
All right, hurry
Okay.
up.
Wasco
Baby.
at Exeter. Can the Tigers rebound from that loss to Bakersfield Christian? This is really, it's not an easy game for the Tigers. I picked them 31-27, but I certainly thought about going with the Monarchs here. I mean, Wasco's really got to get its head back on right.
I got Wasco in a close one, like you said, but Cabinzuela another 200 yards rushing.
All right, Trevor. You
Yeah, I
like
got
Wasco
Wasco
big.
winning. Did I?
You have Wasco by
42-21.
21.
Yeah, I think they're going to respond pretty well to that loss of Bakersfield Christian.
That's sort of what I'm counting on. By the way, I went back and looked. Wasco has won its last 7 games coming off of a loss. That dates all the way back to 2008. So that's
Impressive
what
stat.
Exeter's up against. And Russell Prado will probably have him ready to go. What do you think, Lewis?
I like Wasco in this game.
Yeah, so if you give me Exeter in 21, like Trevor said, I'll take the Monarchs all day long. I think it'll be close. Kern Valley against Corcoran at home. We say it every week, but I really think this might be the toughest game Kern Valley plays. 3-1 Panthers. Also probably the most important game considering it could be for the number 1 seed in Division 5. I think Corcoran stays tough but loses 37-28. You've got 48-35, Trevor.
I do. And I'm actually looking at a photo of Cameron right now.
Oh, how cute.
Look at that on
So,
Instagram.
so
Our
Dalton
former
Gallus,
editor.
we both think he'll have a
Intern.
big game. What do you think, Justin?
I'll take Kern Valley, even though Corcoran is probably the most consistent, solid D5 team over the last about 8 years or so.
Yeah, maybe
If you
want to
go 10-0, you got to win this game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Lewis.
Captain Obvious.
I'm not making a pick in this game.
You're not going to take the Bronx or the Panthers there?
I'll take the Bronx.
All right, Shafter at Arvin. Both teams lost their SSL opener last week. This is a big one. You got to win this one if you want to stay in that race. And really, for these teams, I mean, it'd be their 4th straight loss for either one of them. You got to win this game just to stop the bleeding. I take Shafter big, 48-21.
Shafter.
Yeah, I got Shafter behind that. In that past game, I think they're going to win pretty
I've picked
pretty
Shafter
handedly.
the last 2 weeks and have been 0-2, so might as well stay with them.
All right, we're just gonna have to sing "Kumbaya" or something. We're getting along so well here. Somebody's got to take a stand. Cesar Chavez at Taft.
Taft.
Ooh, there's a stand. You like the
Oh.
Wildcats at home now. Jared Prosser is back.
Wildcats.
They played pretty well in Arvin last week.
Wildcats. We talking? Aren't they the Comets?
Can they?
How long is that joke going to last?
Can they? Not too long already. Can they give Chavez their first loss? I say no. 27-14. You think it'll be higher scoring than that?
Yeah, I think it'll be 35-28. Chavez.
Another interesting stat: Cesar Chavez 4-0 have not scored more than 24 points in a game yet.
I got Chavez 17-3.
Ooh.
Ooh,
They
you-
also
you-
have 2
you-
shutouts,
you-
though. They almost
you think
lost to
that's gonna
Highland last
continue
week.
the defensive-
Chavez lost 4 fumbles against Highland last week. That happens again. Taft is going to win. They better hold on to the ball. Miramonte at Delano. Miramonte played Independence last week. No running clock. 2nd week in a row for the Lions. That's progress.
At his progress, I still like Delano.
Yeah, I think maybe not a running clock, but I like Delano by 29.
I hear a dial tone. Does that mean we're off the air?
It means that I pulled the phone off the hook.
Do you like Delano there,
King Louis?
El Amistoy?
Delano, yes.
All right. And Trevor likes
Delano by a
Delano in a
touchdown.
close game.
Yeah.
28. Delano, you talk about Jekyll and Hyde. We talked about Liberty. No team has been more Jekyll and Hyde than the Tigers. My goodness. East is at Foothill, an old SEYL battle. Kind of strange that it's not a league game. Foothill, you know, we talking about Miramonte playing better. Foothill was within a point of a pretty good Golden Valley team at the start of the 4th quarter last week. And the week before that, they, I believe, were tied with West late in the 3rd quarter. So this is a team, Jason Oliver's got this team playing competitive ball. Can they get by East? I think it goes into the fourth quarter. Couldn't pull the trigger, though. I got East 21-17.
No, I'm the same way. I can't tip the scales toward Foothill. I'm going to stay with East.
And same with you, Trevor.
East by a touchdown.
You like the Trojans out there, Lewis?
I like East.
All right. I tried to bait him. North at Tehachapi, rematch of a first-round playoff game last year that Tehachapi won handily. Tehachapi, though, struggling just a little bit this year, especially offensively. I think they'll find the running attack against North at least 4 times into the end zone, 28-13.
I'm with you. I think North High has a tough time against a wing T for some reason because they used to run it for years. But I like Tehachapi.
They got hammered by Delano's running game.
Close game. Tehachapi on top.
I think Threlkeld may run for some yards up there on the mountain. Though. It could be the first week we feel a little chill up there in the mountain air, though.
Oh, yeah.
Could be up in Tehachapi.
It was chilly last night.
Here's kind of a toss-up game, and I believe that all 3 of us picked the same
I'm
way.
picking North, by the way.
Oh, all right. I like that.
No one
West
cares.
at South. This is live on Bakersfield.com, by the way, a live broadcast game. Lewis, you're going to be there, right, with Ryan
Yes.
Holt? Yeah, and West is at South. This is a good game. West is only 1-3, but they've been competitive.
I'm leaning South in this game, but I think it's going to be a good one.
I think we all kind of feel that way. We're tipping the scales to South, but close. I have them by a touchdown. Trevor's got them by 8 points.
It's going to be another close one. I just like the improvements that South has made since the beginning of the season.
Aye, aye, Captain Roberts.
Okay, Garces at St. Bonaventure. This is a game that when it was scheduled looked like
St.
it was gonna be
Bonaventure.
pretty good, but I just don't see it happening for the Rams.
Ricky Towns. St. Bonaventure's record is very misleading because they have played those 3 losses.
One of the toughest schedules in the state.
Oh, yeah. 2 of those 3 losses to state top 15 ranked teams. And Ricky Towns is the absolute real deal at quarterback. So
Now, Garces is not terrible defensively, but I don't see them scoring nearly enough to keep up with St. Bonaventure. I have it 49-7.
sadly, no. Yeah. I have a 45
Running clock
Yeah,
pretty early.
running clock.
Yeah.
Lewis?
St. Bonaventure.
Oh, come on. Independence at Highland, live on Bakersfield.com. That'll be Corey Costello and Adam Resendez on
Independence.
the call. Independence has struggled just a little bit, putting away Highland and Miramonte the last 2 weeks, or putting away South and Miramonte the last 2 weeks. Now they play Highland, and I think Independence will see a better performance from Independence, 33-14.
Yeah, I get a tough team, another tough team to figure out, Independence.
Yeah.
But this is a game they should win.
35-21. Independence.
And you have Independence by a couple of TDs. The big one in the South Sequoia League, undefeated Robert F. Kennedy, 5-0. How about that? Invading Bakersfield Christian. One thing I guarantee it will not be 83-0 again because Kennedy can score some points, boys. And I think they will. I think it'll be similar to that Wasco game last week, but BCHS pulls away 55-35.
56-21. Eagles.
I think
Soaring.
Bakersfield Christian can still put up 70+ against this team, but
Could be.
they might give
but
up
they
a
might
few
give
more.
up 40+. Yeah.
Well, think about it. That game that you watched last week, they scored on every possession.
They did.
Will
Remember-
they do that again?
But remember, probably no Matt Smith, right?
No, that's a game time decision.
Okay.
From what I heard from Matt himself and from Perucci is that he's been training all week and going through rehab.
Okay.
So,
So
it's
he
game
may
time
play.
to-
He
game
may
time.
play, and that would be big. Lewis?
Yeah, I like BCHS big in this game.
Okay. Sunnyside at Stockdale, intriguing game. Sunnyside's a pretty solid Division II program every year. Stockdale's been close every week. They can't quite get over the hump. Can they get over the hump? Trevor, you say no.
No, I say coin toss, but I still have Sunnyside by 1. That's coin toss game.
This is a team, and I know your cousin is a coach there. Justin.
Stockdale.
They got to learn how to win a game.
Stockdale.
They got to finish one.
Yeah, they got to learn how to win, and the best place to do that is at home. So I'm gonna take Stockdale.
I have
in this.
Hey,
Stockdale
Lewis,
winning
who do you
close
have? I didn't hear
24-17.
you the
Stockdale.
first 12 times.
Okay. There is a game tonight,
Wait
by
a
the
minute,
way.
you don't-
Viewpoint
you
at Cal City.
You don't want to hear what I have to say about it?
No.
What do you have to say about it?
Well, I think that Stockdale proved last week that they're not intimidated by Crony and the running backs at
And that's the thing.
Ridgeview, and they
Yeah.
defensively played a really good game. I was just kind of waiting for their offense to kind of figure it out, and if that happens, they play that complete game. Stockdale's an interesting team that they can stand up and hold themselves pretty high against any team in Kern County right now, and in the Central Section.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Its completeness is the issue.
They will not win the Southwest Yosemite League, but they might have a say in who wins it.
Sure.
Because it's a team that they
Absolutely.
can knock somebody off that you don't expect them
Hey,
to
can
knock
you do that
off.
again, Trevor? Do that again real quick.
No.
Viewpoint
I will
at
not
Cal
crack my
City
neck
is
on
tonight,
camera.
by the way. Cal City, that'd be a big win for them. Viewpoint's undefeated. Last 2 games tomorrow night. Frontier up in Fresno at Central. What's Isaiah Sharp's status, Trevor?
I think he's out.
He is out for this game. So Frontier, which has had trouble finding offense anyway, especially after Isaiah Sharp, except for notably against Independence when they scored 58 points.
It's going to go back to Nick Santoro running the ball, and we'll see. It'll be
Nick
very
Santoro's
interesting.
good, but
Yeah,
Isaiah Sharp's a game changer.
Yes, very much so.
I think Frontier goes up there and plays them tough, but ultimately loses to Central. I have 30-14. You have it even closer than that.
Yeah, I have 34-21. I mean,
You have 24-21. I think.
sorry, 24-21. But it's one of those things where, when I saw Central play, I was like, okay, this is a good team, but they were also playing
Liberty.
And Liberty is a top 5 team. So,
This is
toss-up game.
interesting. Frontier, they're only lost to Ridgeview, a top 5 team. Maybe they're better than we think they are, and they can go up there and beat Central. What do you think, Justin?
I think when your identity on offense is only one player, and that player's gone, I think they're going to really struggle, and this game gets away from them late. I'm going to say a 28, maybe even 34-10.
Wow.
Central.
They need Elijah Hill and or Greg Youngblood to play really well at quarterback,
Yes.
play their best game of their career at quarterback to stand a chance up there. And then the big one, live on Bakersfield.com, Justin and I will be on the call at Ridgeview where BHS invades. I think it's safe to say right now the winner of this game is the best team in Kern County. Liberty plays BHS later, maybe has a chance to put a dent in that theory. But the Drillers and the Wolfpack, Ridgeview, the biggest difference between what we thought they were and what they are is the line play. Can they stand up against that Bakersfield pass rush? I think that ultimately is what makes the difference, is that Bakersfield forces more negative plays on defense. And I think the Drillers go in there, and after the teams trade a couple of blows, the Drillers land 2 or 3 quick ones in a row like they're wont to do, and they win 38-16 going away.
I love the excitement in this game. You said it. This is a state eliminator game. You know it's going to be electric out there. I do this every time. I'm going to take BHS, but every time I pick against Coach Manning, he beats me. So
I've picked against him twice already this year and lost, so I'm nervous about that one. Trevor?
I've got Bakersfield by 2 touchdowns, but I am not confident on that. I think both teams are great. I think that we've said it over and over again. Bakersfield does have an absolutely fantastic defense. I was saying all along that Liberty had the best defense in the Central section. The Drillers have it now. But when you're talking about, if Lawrence White is healthy and he can still play a little quarterback, and the advancement that Jamar Moya has made, that sophomore for them, I mean, Paul Gola said it to me. He's not looking at Sheldon Cronin. I mean, he's looking at Sheldon Cronin, but he's like, I got to worry about that number 5.
Yeah, he
that
took
kid
over
is
that
quick.
game. He took over that game last night.
That kid is
week.
quick, fast, and you know what? I asked him about it. I was like, do you like being compared to your brother? He goes,